Imagine this. At this very moment, you hold the power to transform your life's toughest challenges into your most profound victories. Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But today, we're diving deep into Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has helped individuals for centuries thrive in adversity and find calm amidst chaos. Think about the last time life tested your patience, shook your confidence, or threw you completely off balance. How did you respond? Were you a prisoner to your immediate reactions, or did you act with intention, guided by your deeper values? Drop a comment if you've ever reacted first and regretted it later. I want to hear your stories. And hey, if you find value in this video, hit that like button to support this journey. Setting the stage. Stoicism is far more than an ancient philosophy. It's a timeless guide to living a meaningful life, a roadmap for handling challenges with clarity and calm. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who found serenity amidst political turmoil, to Epictetus, the former slave who discovered freedom through inner discipline, believed in a simple but profound truth. We cannot control external events, but we can control our responses. And it's in these responses, not the events themselves, that our true power lies. Take a moment to reflect. How often have you felt overwhelmed by anger, frustration, or anxiety, only to later regret what you said or did? Perhaps it was a tense meeting at work, a critical comment from a colleague, or a sudden conflict at home. Our natural instinct is to react immediately, to lash out, defend ourselves, or flee from discomfort. That reaction might feel justified in the moment, but more often than not, it creates tension, regret, and unnecessary conflict. Stoicism teaches us a better way. It's about cultivating awareness of your thoughts and emotions, pausing before responding, and choosing actions that reflect your deeper values. Imagine being criticized unfairly by someone at work. The instinct is defensiveness, maybe even anger. But what if, like a Stoic, you would pause for a breath, observe your emotions without judgment, and respond calmly with clarity and composure? By doing so, you not only maintain your inner peace, but also demonstrate strength, intelligence, and self-respect. The same principle applies at home. Picture a heated discussion with a loved one. Their words may sting, their tone may provoke you, but here's the opportunity. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause, step back, and respond intentionally. You remain grounded, measured, and wise. Over time, this practice shapes your character, earning respect from others and fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships. Stoicism emphasizes that life will inevitably present challenges. Marcus Aurelius once wrote about the importance of using obstacles as opportunities to practice virtue. Every moment of tension, every irritating situation, is a chance to exercise patience, self-control, and discernment. And it's not just about personal serenity. Your responses influence how others perceive you, the respect they give you, and the energy you bring into your relationships. Here's a question for you. Think about the last time someone pushed your buttons. How did you react? Were you a prisoner of your immediate emotions? Or did you pause and act intentionally? Comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear it. And if you're finding value in learning how to respond rather than react, make sure to hit that like button. Every like helps this message reach more people who want to live with purpose, calm, and respect. In this video, we're going to explore practical strategies inspired by Stoic wisdom that you can apply right now. You'll learn how to pause before reacting, cultivate mindfulness, reframe your perspective, and focus only on what's within your control. By the end, you'll understand how even a single moment of intentional response can transform your life, improve your relationships, and build respect and confidence. So, let's dive in and uncover the Stoic path to responding with wisdom, courage, and composure, turning everyday challenges into opportunities for growth, mastery, and inner peace. Reacting versus responding. Here's a truth that might surprise you. Most of the stress, frustration, and regret in our lives doesn't come from what happens. It comes from how we react to it. Think about your day-to-day experiences. Maybe someone cuts you off in traffic, a co-worker takes credit for your work, or a loved one says something that instantly triggers your anger. That immediate surge of emotion, that knee-jerk reaction, often leads to regret later. And yet, it's so natural. We are wired to react before thinking. This is where Stoicism comes in as a practical guide, not just philosophy. The Stoics, from Epictetus, who constantly reminded us that we are disturbed not by events, but by our judgment about them. To Marcus Aurelius, who journaled daily to cultivate self-mastery, emphasize that our true power lies in choosing our responses. Responding is not about bottling up emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about observing, understanding, and channeling them in a way that aligns with our values and long-term goals. Imagine this scenario. A colleague publicly criticizes your work during a high-stakes meeting. Your first instinct might be to react defensively. Maybe raise your voice, interrupt, or argue, but take a step back. Pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what outcome do I truly want? How can I maintain my integrity and composure? By responding rather than reacting, you transform the moment. You stay calm, preserve your dignity, and even turn a potentially negative situation into an opportunity to demonstrate wisdom and professionalism. Here's another real-life example. Maybe it's a tense family dinner. Someone says something frustrating or hurtful. Reacting immediately could spark conflict, leave lasting resentment, and damage relationships. But pausing, reflecting, and responding thoughtfully can diffuse tension, maintain respect, and strengthen bonds. Stoicism teaches us that emotional control is not just for personal peace. It's for creating meaningful, respectful interactions. I want you to pause right now and ask yourself, how often do you truly pause before responding? Are your decisions driven by instinct or by your values and reasoning? Comment below. I want to hear your experiences. Sharing your reflections helps all of us grow and reminds us that we are not alone in this journey. And one more thing. If you're committed to training your mind to respond instead of react, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll dive deep into actionable strategies inspired by the Stoics, ways to stay grounded, gain respect, and navigate life's challenges with calm and clarity. Every pause, every deliberate choice is a step toward mastering your emotions, your actions, and ultimately your life. The Stoic way. Remember, life will throw unexpected challenges at you every day. The question is, will you let them control you, or will you control your response? The path of Stoicism shows us that mastery of ourselves is the true source of resilience, respect, and inner peace. Strategies for cultivating response. So, how do we train our minds to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively? The first and most crucial step is self-awareness. This isn't just noticing your feelings. It's truly understanding your internal state, your thoughts, your impulses, your emotional triggers. The Stoics considered this the foundation of personal mastery. Epictetus reminded us that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. By paying attention to what's happening inside your mind, you gain the clarity needed to act intentionally rather than be swept away by instinct. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're stuck in traffic after a long day and someone cuts you off. The immediate reaction might be anger, frustration, maybe even shouting. But cultivating self-awareness allows you to recognize, I'm irritated. This is my anger talking, not a real threat. That simple recognition opens the door to choice. You are no longer a prisoner of your emotions. You become the master of your response. The next powerful strategy is pausing. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about the space between stimulus and response, the tiny window where we hold the power to choose how we act. That pause doesn't have to be long. Even a few seconds can make all the difference. Take a deep breath, ground yourself in the present. Ask yourself, what would a Stoic do here? How can I respond in alignment with my values rather than my impulses? This pause is your secret weapon. It allows rational thought to weigh the options and choose a path of integrity, courage, and calm. Another key strategy is reframing your perspective. Stoicism teaches us that challenges are not inherently bad. There are opportunities to grow, practice resilience, and strengthen virtue. Think of a workplace conflict. Instead of seeing criticism as an attack, you could reframe it as feedback to improve, to demonstrate patience, and to rise above petty disputes. This isn't just philosophy, it's practical. Every obstacle becomes a training ground for your character. And don't forget the Stoic superpower of focusing on what you can control while letting go of what you cannot. Life will always throw unexpected situations at you. Difficult coworkers, family stress, global events beyond your influence. Stoics like Seneca constantly reminded us that wasting energy on things beyond our control is futile. By focusing on your thoughts, your actions, your choices, you reclaim power and calm. Here's a small challenge for you. The next time you feel a surge of emotion, anger, fear, frustration, try these 3 steps. Notice your feelings, pause, and reframe the situation. Comment below if you're willing to try this week. I'd love to see your experiences. Every time you practice, you're training your mind to respond with reason and intention, shaping a life of respect, composure, and clarity, the hallmarks of a true Stoic mindset. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button and subscribe, because in the next videos, we'll dive even deeper into Stoic strategies for building resilience, confidence, and respect in every area of your life. Each step you take strengthens your ability to remain calm, deliberate, and effective, no matter what life throws at you. Practical mindfulness exercises. Now that we've explored how to respond thoughtfully, it's time to bring these concepts into daily life with practical mindfulness exercises. Tools that make Stoicism tangible, even in a hectic modern world. These are not abstract ideas. They are exercises you can practice every day to strengthen your mind, your focus, and your calm. Let's start with breath meditation, one of the simplest yet most powerful techniques. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you can, and focus on your breath. Notice each inhale and exhale. Don't try to change it, just observe. This simple act anchors you in the present moment, reducing mental chatter and emotional reactivity. Imagine you're in a tense situation at work or in a family disagreement. By returning to your breath, you create a moment of clarity, a pause that allows your rational mind to guide your actions. Marcus Aurelius emphasized awareness of the present as a path to virtue. Breath meditation is a modern, practical way to live that principle every day. Next, we have mindful observation, which transforms even mundane tasks into opportunities for mental training. Whether you're eating, walking, or even washing dishes, engage fully. Notice textures, smells, sounds, and movements. Be curious about the details you normally ignore. This practice trains your attention, making it easier to stay present when life's challenges arise. For example, instead of angrily scrolling through emails or multitasking under stress, you practice being fully aware. This strengthens your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Pause for a moment. What mundane activity could you turn into a mindfulness exercise today? Comment below. I'd love to hear how you try this. Finally, consider the body scan meditation, a technique that connects you to your physical sensations. Slowly move your attention from head to toe, noticing tension, discomfort, or emotional triggers that often go unnoticed. The goal is not to judge or fix, but simply to recognize. Stoicism teaches that we should not let bodily impulses control our rational mind. When you detect early signs of tension or anxiety, you can respond calmly rather than being hijacked by stress or frustration. Imagine feeling your shoulders tighten before a difficult conversation. This awareness alone can prevent reactive behavior and guide you toward a composed, reasoned response. These mindfulness practices may seem simple, but their effects compound over time. Each session is like a mental gym, strengthening focus, awareness, and emotional resilience. And here's a tip. Start small, even 5 minutes a day, and gradually increase. The consistency is what builds a Stoic-inspired mindset, helping you navigate life with calm, intention, and clarity. If you're finding this helpful, hit the like button and share this video with someone who could benefit. These exercises are the building blocks for a life where you remain composed, respected, and in control of your responses, no matter what chaos surrounds you. Applying Stoicism in real life. Now, let's move from theory to real-life application, because this is where Stoicism stops being abstract and starts transforming your life. The tools we discussed, mindfulness, breath meditation, mindful observation, body scans, are powerful, but their true value emerges when you apply them to moments that truly test you. Picture this. You receive a provoking email at work, one that immediately spikes your frustration. The instinct is to react instantly, maybe type a sharp reply or stew in anger. But pause. Take even a few seconds, a breath, a moment of reflection. Ask yourself, what's within my control here? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and long-term goals? This pause is the essence of Stoic practice, echoing Epictetus' wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Or imagine a tense meeting or a heated conversation. Colleagues are arguing, voices rise, and the pressure mounts. Reacting impulsively might escalate the situation, create regret, or damage relationships. Instead, notice your emotions, identify the triggers, and respond calmly. Maybe you ask a clarifying question, take a deep breath before speaking, or gently redirect the discussion. Each deliberate response reinforces your inner resilience and cultivates respect from others, demonstrating the Stoic principle of virtue in action. Even in personal conflict with family or friends, the same strategies apply. You might feel hurt, frustrated, or anxious. Here, Stoicism teaches you to pause, reflect, and choose a response that preserves peace and aligns with your principles. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to be tolerant with others and strict with yourself, a call to self-mastery that elevates relationships instead of letting emotion dictate them. To make this a daily habit, set an intention each morning. Decide that today, you will respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Then journal or reflect each evening. What situations triggered emotional reactions? How did you respond? What could you improve tomorrow? This practice is like a mental gym. The more consistent you are, the stronger your ability to navigate challenges with composure, wisdom, and calm authority. Remember, every time you pause instead of react, you're shaping a character rooted in virtue, building mental resilience, and fostering a life of inner peace. These moments may seem small, but they compound over time, transforming not only your life but also the way others experience you. Calm, confident, respected, and guided by Stoic principles. If you've ever struggled to keep your cool, drop a comment below sharing your toughest moment. Let's learn from each other. And if you want to strengthen this skill even further, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because we're just beginning to explore the power of Stoicism in daily life. The Stoic impact on relationships. Responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively doesn't just preserve your inner peace. It fundamentally transforms the way you connect with the people around you. Stoicism isn't just about personal mastery. It's a philosophy that shapes your environment through your character and actions. Think about your closest relationships: family, friends, colleagues. How often do misunderstandings escalate simply because someone reacted without pausing? Now, imagine if in every tense moment, you could pause, reflect, and respond with calm clarity. You wouldn't just avoid conflict, you'd cultivate trust, respect, and deeper connection. This is the essence of Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about treating others with reason and empathy, reminding us that our interactions reflect our character, not theirs. Consider a common scenario: a family disagreement over money, schedules, or responsibilities. The natural impulse might be to snap, defend, or demand your way. But by applying Stoic principles, you first notice your emotional reaction, then step back. You respond with reason, expressing your perspective without attacking or blaming. The result? A calmer, more constructive conversation where understanding prevails. Over time, your family notices your consistency and begins to mirror your composure, creating a ripple effect of respect and harmony. The workplace offers another vivid example. Imagine a heated team meeting where tensions run high. Reacting impulsively could escalate conflict, erode influence, and harm your leadership. Instead, practicing a Stoic pause allows you to respond with clarity, acknowledge others' perspectives, and guide the conversation constructively. This builds your reputation as someone dependable, thoughtful, and composed, a leader others naturally respect and follow. The Stoics believe in the power of virtue as a guide for action, and this extends to every interaction. By responding rather than reacting, you model patience, empathy, and integrity. You communicate that while you cannot control others' behavior, you can control your own. And in doing so, you subtly inspire those around you to elevate themselves as well. Pause here for a moment. Think about your closest relationships. How would they improve if you consistently responded with calm reasoning instead of reacting? Comment below and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you're ready to make this a habit, hit the like button and subscribe, because we're diving deeper into practical ways Stoicism can transform your influence, your environment, and ultimately your life. Mastering the art of responding instead of reacting isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a lifelong journey, a daily practice that shapes your mind, your character, and ultimately your life. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, understood this deeply. They didn't just study philosophy, they lived it, reflecting every day on their choices, their words, and their actions. Think of each moment as a thread in the tapestry of your character. Every reaction or deliberate response adds color and texture. When you pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully, you're weaving a pattern of virtue, calm, and integrity. Over time, this pattern becomes unmistakable, influencing not just your inner peace, but also the way people perceive and respect you. Imagine handling a stressful conversation at work or a tense family interaction. The instinct to react immediately is strong, but when you pause, consider your values, and respond intentionally, you transform the encounter. Not only do you maintain your composure, but you also set a standard for others, inspiring respect, understanding, and collaboration. This is the power of Stoicism in action. Pause for a moment. Think about today. How many opportunities did you have to respond with clarity, but instead reacted impulsively? Comment below and share your reflections. Engaging with your experiences helps reinforce this practice and allows us to learn together. And if you're finding value in these insights, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss the next step in your Stoic journey. Now, before you go, here's the exciting part. Look at the screen for your next video. It's packed with actionable strategies to elevate your mindset, boost confidence, and become someone truly respected at work, at home, and in every part of life. And don't forget, check the description for a curated list of the best videos to help you develop discipline, clarity, and virtue step by step. Every click is a chance to grow, to reinforce your inner strength, and to live intentionally. So go ahead, click now, continue your journey, and share this video to help others start their path towards Stoic mastery. Remember, every choice, every response is an opportunity to shape the life you want and the legacy you leave.